Hi and welcome to another Odd Job Motors test report. We're here on a cold winter day with something a little bit different. The Dragonfly 80 Cruiser. This, as you can see, is an air-powered outboard motor. It was made by the Robertson-Hedges Company in Kansas City, Missouri. They made these things from about 1955 until the mid-1960s. And it uses a Power Products two-cycle motor here that obviously is mated to this fan up here. Has this wooden propeller blade that provides your thrust, and in back of the propeller blade right here is a muffler, and it has this wire mesh guard around the motor to try and help keep your necktie or your hat or your hair out of the fan blade. It's got a typical Wico FW series magneto like you would find in an Elgin or a Scott Atwater inside, and a Fairbanks Morse recoil starter, as is common on a lot of small motors in the 1950s. A Tillotson MT series carburetor, same as you would find on a Clinton. A couple of other small outboards use them as well. Self-contained fuel tank up here, vent. I don't know if this sediment bowl is original or not. The tank was a little cruddy, so I left it on there. And it's got an on-off switch up here, which is a little temperamental. It's steered using this tiller, and as you can see, the entire assembly pivots. On the end of the tiller is a small push-pull choke style thing. Runs in a Bowden cable up here to the carburetor for the throttle. And the last control is it has a co-pilot adjustment down here on the transom clamp to make it easier or stiffer to turn. I just got this guy running the other day. I haven't actually done a full power test yet with it, so thought we'd maybe try that here, see what happens. This motor runs on a mix of 3/4 of a pint of air-cooled oil per gallon of gas, so it's a little rich, so you may see some smoke. The cage here rattles a little bit, so that may be disconcerting, although I don't know if you'll hear that over the actual engine. As I said, this uses an AH80 power head. I'm trying to figure out the date that this was made. It's interesting, the listings that I have show it has a little 5 here, and it shows that the 5 horsepower was a model 81. The ID tag on the motor here and then this VIN plate here both say 80, so I'm not really sure exactly when this would date. The 4 horsepowers were made from 55 until about 1960. They were augmented. There was a smaller model, and then there was also a larger model, as I said, the 81, which started in 1958 and was made through the mid-1960s. They sold, the 4 and 5 horsepower sold from anywhere from $229.50 to $249.50 for the 5 horsepower. So we're going to do a test here. Turn on the on switch, make sure the fuel's on. Give it just a touch of choke. A little throttle, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to let it warm up here for a minute before we go for full power. As you can see, it's got rubber isolation bushings there to try and minimize the vibration going down to your boat. And it's a bit noisy when you tack it up. So I think if you were using this every day, you might want to have some ear protection. All right, let's see what it'll do. I got this motor from AOMCI member Tom C, who had 2 of them and generously offered to sell me this one. There's a great YouTube video of him using his on his 12-foot Duranautic, also on YouTube. It's worth checking out. I think that at wide open throttle he made about walking speed with it. So anyway, that's this concludes this test report of the Dragonfly 80 Cruiser. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you out on the water when it unfreezes. Thank you.